Everybody, welcome to Virtual Bourbon. My name is Steve Akley. We've got a fun event tonight. We're going to be talking about gift giving. It's that time of the year. As we do this, it's Cyber Monday. People have been shopping online. Well, you probably got to, fulfill some orders by going to the store, the liquor store, that type of thing. And I think I've put together some good gifts for you guys to get in 4 different categories, because that's what ends up happening. Whether it's set up that way intentionally or not, when you shop, you typically are breaking things up in your mind. So we've got the cheapest one that's under $20. That could be for, a coworker or somebody that through the ABV Network. Then I've got one that's in the $20 to $30 range. I think that's kind of the standard gift giving thing. I think that's kind of if you're looking to do something okay, we've got something there. And then I've got one that's about $50 and one about $100. So we're going to do this by blind tasting these. And again, I think my idea for this, and you guys may think differently, but because it's intended for a bourbon fan. This isn't for a new bourbon drinker. It's not for someone who's a casual fan. This would be, if you're buying for somebody in this group, what do you buy for somebody like the people that are on here? Those are the toughest people to buy for, because their collections tend to be pretty big. They tend a lot of bourbon events, so they've had a lot of experience with a lot of different events. So, how can we find a good gift for them? So that was kind of what I was doing with these, to try to find something unique. It wasn't like buy a bottle of 1920. That's a great bourbon. It's something that someone, would never not be satisfied with getting, but is it unique enough to be special enough to be a holiday gift? May or may not. So this is the goal for this. We're going to do all these blind. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. So we're going to taste them. We're going to talk about them. We're going to try to guess what it is, and then I'll tell you what it is, okay? Any questions before we get started? All right, the first category is probably, I think, the toughest one of the night, under $20. Under $20 is a fairly limited category. So you got to start thinking about what are you going to get for that's less than $20, and something that is, again, trying to find something special. So that was what I'm trying to do, try to find something cool, special, but it also has to be at least somewhat accessible. I don't like the idea of, hey, this is from a little distillery that sells, a small bottle that's only available if you happen to live in that city. That's not what I want to do. I want to try to get something that you guys can find. So let's go ahead and pour the first one. Again, it's the one that says under $20. I want to pour the second one too, to kind of get the air going to that. I think pouring the first two is a good idea. And then when we go to the second one, we'll pour the third one, and then we'll stay one ahead from this point forward. So the second one we'll talk about, we're going to just follow in new cash order. So $20 to $30 will be the next one. Okay, so again, the goal for this is to try to find something that's a little bit unique, a little bit special. Hard to do, because that's a category that suffers from a couple things. A small number of bottles that are actually under the $20 amount, and also suffers from, there's a lot of bottles that are bad under the $20 amount. So you got to make sure that you get something that's good and something unique. So let's take a nose on this first one here and see what you think. What are you guys getting on the nose? And again, just leave with this size group, no sense going through chat or anything like that. We can all have the microphones open and talk away.
Doesn't nose like a under $20 bourbon.
It does not. It does not. There's definitely some depth there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't put this on a bottom shelfer.
Yeah. Yeah. Justine, what do you think?
It kind of smells like a baking spice, like ginger snap.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's got Jim Beam notes for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting some of the classic caramels and vanillas there for sure too. So it smells like a solid offering. So let's give it a taste and see what we think. Definitely a lot of depth there. There's some apple in there. At least that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a weird fruit, like an apple or a grape or something.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't put my finger on.
I was almost thinking cherry.
Yeah.
Cherry. Okay.
I was going to say an unripe pear. Not quite ripe yet.
Not quite ripe yet. Okay. Is that a good thing or bad? I'm not sure.
I like them ripe and mushy.
Okay. Okay. So that's not necessarily a good thing from Paulie B there.
I like it, but it's very, very fruit forward.
It is very fruit forward. Yeah. The finish though is solid. Again, you're talking about under $20. This is going to be a cheap one. What else do you think? Bill, how about you?
I don't know how to describe it, but I like it.
You like it? Okay.
It smells good, tastes good.
Bob, we got a small group, so we'll call on everybody on these things. What do you get on the
There's
taste
a
test?
little brown sugar in there.
Okay. Yeah.
The nose is great though.
Yeah. Yeah. Nose is really good.
I think I like the nose a little better than the palate, but still good.
Okay. Okay.
Finish is a little disappointing, I think. It doesn't really fade into much other than I'm getting a little hug.
A little hug. Okay. I do get some spiciness after the fact, which is always nice, but definitely, yeah, it's not a all the way down Kentucky hug like you hear. So it's definitely a shorter on the finish, but it's okay. All right. Moment of truth. Does anybody want to take a guess at what this might be? What is in the glass? What is in the glass? We do know it's less than $20, so relatively affordable.
It's not Rebel Yell, I'll tell you that.
Okay, it's not Rebel Yell. I will say that Bob is correct.
Is it a major distiller?
Yes, yes, it is. All these are going to be pretty much major distillers. There might be one that's a little bit on the smaller side, but upcoming for sure. It's widely available. The rest are majors. I didn't want to get anything too not accessible. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yeah,
Getting kicked out of my spot.
you're going to lose your spot there. Harlow's not going to sit in on this one, guys.
I'll take my guess as Evan Williams White Label.
Evan Williams White Label. Okay, bottled and bond. All right. All right, Paul. What's your let's lock in your official guess.
I don't know that I have one because I don't think I've picked up this fruit character from any under $20 bourbon before, and I've had just about all of them, so I'm perplexed right now.
Okay. Yes. All right, Justine.
I have no idea.
Okay. Bill's not going to guess. Bob.
86 proof Barton.
86 proof Barton. All right. All right. I will say it is not that, but we have that on an upcoming event, believe it or not. So I've got some Barton. Actually, I got it right here. So I got some Barton blended whiskey that's 86 proof from the 60s. And then I thought, well, they don't make blended whiskey anymore. So, but they do have an 86 proof bourbon. So I got that to do in an event. And then I was in Kentucky, and then I found, what did I find? Barton's got a American blend. I did it. It's by the handle. It's like $12 or something like that. So I got that too. So that's going to be an official event coming up. But that's a sidetrack. I'm sorry. Has nothing to do with anything going on here. The legend. Do you want to take a guess?
Old Crow.
What's that?
Old Crow.
No, it is not. I will say this. What would be a good hint for me to give? Paulie B said bottled and bond. It is a bottled and bond product. So now we know an under $20 bottled and bond product. We've now narrowed the field substantially of under $20 bourbons. I will say
Somebody mentioned Jim Beam earlier.
Somebody mentioned Jim Beam. They have a bottled and bond, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, I like their bottled and bond. But this is not that. This is
Evan
not that.
Williams.
Nope, not Evan Williams.
Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill. You're close. Justine, you're so close. You're so close. I will say this. It's not everywhere. It's not everywhere.
It's brown.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. It goes to the legend. Yes, it's expanding distribution quite a bit. It is available like by us. They don't have the 100 proof in Missouri. They have the 80 proof. They do have this in Illinois, though, right across the river, so it's accessible.
You can find it over at Dean's.
I bought it at Dean's, yeah. So and over there, it's a little bit more. You can buy in Kentucky for like $12. It was like $16 there at Dean's.
Yeah.
But still a great deal, great value, something a little special. It is available online, a little bit more expensive though. So, but if you've got a friend in Kentucky or, you know, in the area, one of the states that does distribute it, like I said, it seems to be growing. To me, this is. Oh, I got it right here. Again, didn't do this intentionally, but I saw this here tonight. This is the new this. So when I used to go to Kentucky, people would say, buy me a case of this. Buy me this, because it was, you know, a $12 bottled and bond, you know, good bourbon, solid, strong drinker. It wasn't available in Missouri. People would say, pick me this up. It would always be multiple bottles or a case. And I think this is the new one. Because it's not quite everywhere, but it is expanding. It's in that same, you know, $12.99 price range, and it's for what it is for that price. It is a solid everyday drinker that will stand up in a cocktail, and I think that's what you're looking for in that price range. So that is our first one. All right, let's go ahead and pour our third one as we get ready to talk about our second one. So the third one's going to be the 50-ish. We're going to just pour that. We're not going to focus on that right now. We are going to focus on the $20 to $30 one. Now, all right. Let's see here. This is the $20 to $30 one. What are we thinking on the nose on this one? I mean, this is like a caramel dessert, maybe flan or something like that. Maybe even some little burnt sugar on the top.
Yeah, I get a lot of the caramel, baking spice,
Yeah,
just like traditional bourbon go-to
mm-hmm.
smells.
Yeah. Yep. All right, on the taste. Let's see what we got here on the taste. Then we're going to talk about that.
Kind of smells like a glazed donut.
A glazed donut, yeah. Interesting. It's got a little oomph to it there. It's
Yep, it's definitely punching its weight.
yeah. Yeah. It there is a layering of flavors there. I even caught a little peanut in there, a salted peanut type of taste, which was interesting. What else are you guys getting on this one?
Oh, I can taste our peanuts now. You said that out loud.
See, it's there. It's there, right? Yeah. I
Kind of
think
like the roasted peanuts that you get at a baseball game.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, almost like a Cracker Jack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Little tobacco on the finish.
Little tobacco. Yeah. That's good. Bob, what do you think?
I get the peanuts with the caramels. It's like mild peanut brittle flavor.
Yeah. Yep. Danny's coming in. Hey, Danny, what's going on, man?
Going on. I'm a little behind.
So we already we've got our first 3 poured. We're actually drinking the second one now. So you can get caught up. And the first one is the under 20, and this is the 20 to 30. I don't know if you want to take a guess, or we can tell you what was in the first one, whatever you want to do. But did those snow flurries this morning freak you out, Danny? Danny drives a snowplow, so it's, and of course he's a guy from Texas too, so it's like the worst case scenario. He hates snow, hates cold weather, and drives a snowplow for a living. So, and it's terrible when it's snowing. He's in for 12-hour shifts at a minimum, so it's no fun for sure. So Danny, we're trying this the $20 to $30 one now. Talking a little bit about taste. We'll come back to you in a second here. The Legend, we haven't had you weigh in on this one yet. What are your thoughts on the taste on this one? We're talking, peanuts. We've talked caramel. Was it leather? Paulie B said.
I'll go along with the peanuts.
Peanuts, okay.
Not taste.
Yeah.
Acorn.
Acorns. Well, acorns.
Candy.
Put on too many
My,
of
my
those.
grandpa used to crack some acorns and be like, "You can eat those. They were terrible. They were terrible. They're bitter." I think he was messing with me.
Probably.
Yeah, I was probably being a little shit. He's like, "Yeah, you want to do something fun? Let's crack these acorns." Crack them, and it's terrible.
No, the walnuts off my walnut tree I've eaten, so.
Yeah, I can see that, but no, not acorns. Don't stay away from the acorns. All right, Danny, have you tried the $20 to $30 one?
Yes.
Okay. What are your thoughts on taste-wise?
Sweet.
Is it sweet? Okay.
That's what I'm getting out of it right now. I mean,
I think that's a good, solid.
palate's totally unprepared right this second.
He didn't get to warm up properly. So we like to have some fun by trying to guess what it is. Again, I'm trying to, Danny, just real quick to catch you up, trying to go above and beyond and trying to find something a little bit out of the norm for a special gift for a bourbon fan. So the idea is if I'm trying to buy something from this group, if I just buy a bottle of 1920, which is a fine everyday type of bourbon in the $50 range, you guys have probably all tried that a lot, and you may even have a bottle or two in your collection. It's not not that it's anything wrong with that, but it's not like you put enough effort into it. So this is trying to put a little bit of effort into something. So we're then taking guesses, and if no one guesses it, then we're going to hints is how we're doing this. So and it's tough. Just going blind, it could be anything, but we're talking $20 to $30 range. I will say St. Louis pricing is really good. So I've seen it for more than the $20 to $30 range elsewhere. But so I will tell you that. I will tell you that buy bourbon in St. Louis when you're here, help our economy, and save yourself some money. All right. Does anybody want to take a guess?
Well, based on the hint, David Nicholson Reserve.
David Nicholson Reserve. It is not. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. Not a bad guess, though. Not a bad guess. Good.
I don't get the peanut as much as I think everybody else, but if I'm not getting it tonight and they are, is it a Jim Beam product?
It is not a Jim Beam product. No. It is not. Anybody else want to take a guess before I start giving hints? Justine, what do you think? I know Justine knows this. She knows.
I don't.
Danny should know. Let's say this. Danny should know.
So it's a wild turkey product.
No, it's not turkey. It's not turkey. I will say, all right, now starts the hints. It is a shelfie once-a-year release. What I mean by that is it comes out once a year, but there's plenty of it out there and the store shelves are stocked. So it's not like it's a once a year release like Little Book that comes and goes, or Yellowstone limited edition. It's a once a year release, Yellowstone limited edition, but it's there and gone. If you snooze, you lose. This one is a once a year release, but they ship a lot of it, and it may sit around there for the entire year. Maybe a little. I do like the idea of presentation for a gift too. I think that plays into it. I will tell you that this one comes in a box, so that's gonna eliminate a lot of these. Comes in a box.
What's the proof? 101?
Yes, it is. In fact, yes.
Rebel Yell, 10 year.
It is not Rebel Yell 10 year. No, it's not.
I'm laughing about that. It was a joke.
Paul, do you know it based on that?
Is it a red box?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't really think it was that until you gave that clue.
Makers 101. Makers 101. This is batch 2, so this is the second year they've done this. So again, what's it now intended to be a yearly thing. So again, gift-wise, it's something that is out there. It's not impossible to find. Matter of fact, it's pretty easy to find. It's fairly affordably priced, and it's a little bit different. I mean, the biggest bourbon fan in the world, they may have tried it, but again, trying to get something just a little bit outside the norm.
Yeah, no chance I'm getting that under $40 in Maryland, though. That's
Really?
kind of threw me, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I had to say that, because I've seen
Yeah.
it significantly higher. But again, St. Louis, $29.99, and between $29 and $34.99. So
I forgot all about that because the 101 that I bought originally came from the distillery. And those were liter bottles.
yeah.
So they were, that was like 65 a bottle.
Yep. All right.
Here it's more than cask strength, so they pulled all the cask strength off the shelves until they sold all of that.
Oh, really? Okay, got a fun one on the next one, and let's go ahead and pour our fourth one. Again, we're going to focus on the third one. We're going to focus on 50-ish, but we will pour the fourth one now, so it's getting a little air to it, so it'll be ready when we're ready to talk about that.
And I should have used my maker's glass for that one.
Yeah, well, you should have.
They gave you on the tours now, they give you this free little dipped glass as your, consolation prize for not being able to go in any buildings.
Yeah, Justine took the maker's tour and said, actually, it was one of the best tours you could take under normal circumstances. We're not under normal circumstances, of course, anything in our lives right now. And unfortunately, it sounds like a pretty bad tour at the moment because you didn't get to go in the buildings. Even the gift shop, they weren't fully stocking that. It was pretty well stripped down, right?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. So they did instead of the tasting at the end, they kind of did it progressively. Like, you did like a tasting of like 3 of them. It was like the regular makers, I think the 46 and like the cask strength. And then you went a little ways farther, and then right before you go in, they did let you in where you do like the private select, what do you call it, the cave or whatever, on the side. You did get to go in there, and right before you went in there, you did a couple. So it was kind of nice to like spread the tastings out instead of just all at the end.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
So yeah, that part I liked, but yeah, it kind of.
You didn't get to go into the ambassador room?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Steve, you've ruined me on Maker's Mark 4.
Yeah.
I can't go back there ever again.
Paul and I got to fish in the lake behind there. So yeah, we got the ultimate maker's tour. Then we got all behind the scenes stuff. What was it we got to try too? Was it
RC6 before it came out?
RC6. It was in like the lab. We literally got to go to the lab and they're like, hey, you guys want to taste this? Yeah, of course. Of course. So I feel like Paul and I are probably the reason why that came out. They're like, oh, those guys just give us the thumbs up. Let's do this. Let's do it. So yeah, we had a big play in that one. So yeah, not bad.
You're welcome.
Well, good job, guys.
Yeah, I liked the RC6. I liked it better than this year's Woodford.
I absolutely like it better than this year's. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I know the key person on that, Mr. Andrew Webrink, and he told me this year's was going to be better, but I disagree. I liked last year's. So
This year's is good, but it's
Yeah.
RC6 was, I think, special.
yeah, it was cool. All right. What are you guys getting on the nose on our 50-ish one? The third one in our lineup tonight.
Yeah, peaches.
Peaches. Nice. Peaches.
Yeah, I get that. I
peaches
get that.
and cream.
Like,
yeah.
yeah. What are you going to stone fruit? Is that
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it? Like all those, peach type fruits. I get that a lot. Yeah. Very fruity.
God, yeah. So even like some pie crust notes in there too. I mean, so it's almost coming together like a peach pie, really.
Peach cobbler.
Of flavors, yeah, but peach cobbler, yeah.
Like a floral note that kind of goes with the fruity note too.
Mm-hmm. This is good. All right, let's give it a taste and see what we think. Yeah, that's solid. Short on the finish, but flavorful. Yeah, definitely a unique mouthfeel too. It's
Very fruity on the flavor. It's fruitier on the palate to me than it was on the nose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very fruity on the palate. Paulie B, what do you think of this one on the taste?
I was getting almost a little cocoa along with the fruit. Like,
Okay.
I want to think of one of those Christmas chocolate cherry or orange.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had one of those in a while, but I do like those. Danny, now that you're back with us, what do you think?
Still trying to warm up.
Okay. Palate's not warm yet. We'll start this over again once we get done with it, and then Dan will be ready to go. He'll be cruising.
Yep.
Mr. Bill, taste on this one. What do you think?
There's something dry on it, but I can't tell what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is as sweet as the first two.
Yeah. Mr. Legend, how about you? What are your thoughts on the taste on this one?
Not quite too sure.
Okay.
A little bit of pepper on the finish.
A little bit of pepper.
Not very much of a hug.
Not much of a hug. I agree. Not much of a hug. I will tell you that this is the lowest proof of the ones we're drinking tonight, which is kind of obvious when you drink them. Bob, what do you think?
I'm with Justine. The fruit flavor, the peach flavor is like triple compared to the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Much fruitier on the tongue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's good. I like it. I mean, I think it would be good for like somebody who's just getting into bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting one. So, would anybody like to take a guess? And if you get this one, you're a genius. I mean, I think you'll get it with some hints, but if you get it right out of the gate, it's going to be incredible. You're going to blow my mind here. So, does anybody want to take a guess?
Is it an Indiana product?
Is it an Indiana product? I don't know, actually. It may be. Let me check. Hold, please.
Well, we're talking a source whiskey. Okay.
It might be. It does not say, as far as I can tell. It is likely sourced because it notes bottled by. So again, you gotta It does not say distilled by. So
So I'm guessing it's a smaller distillery then.
yes, I told you there'd be one smaller, though I believe they've got close to nationwide distribution if they're not all the way nationwide.
There's a square bottle.
Yes. I'll tell you too, it comes in a gift box. So it's when you're talking about a gift, it comes in a nice gift box. You see those around the holidays. That comes with the bottle and a gift in there. The gift is pretty cool. Justine was seeking one of these gifts before she came to St. Louis and was able to secure one via the gift packaging. She was trying to buy one outright.
Is the gift a Yeti cup?
It is not, no. Which is,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, Justine got it. She just got it.
did I buy it at Dean's?
You did buy it at Dean's, yes. We had to go back to Dean's for her to buy this.
I know.
No, she just said, no, I'm going to, she's holding it. And then she's like, I'll pass. And then we go Fairview Heights. And then she's like, oh, I really wanted that one. I just really wanted it. So we went back. So.
I know.
She knows. There's a little preview of the gift. Does that help?
Old elk.
Old
Old
elk.
elk.
No.
Old elk comes with the pour spout. Old elk
That was really all I wanted was the pour spout.
was the pour spout. How much did the pour spout cost? Because this cost $48 for the gift set where I bought it at Captain Z's in Oakville, where I live. Captain Z's.
I think the pour
Maybe it was in
spout.
Lima, actually. I don't know where Captain Z's falls. Probably Lima, actually.
I think the pour spout is like $20 and it's always sold out.
Yeah, see? That's a pretty good gift pack then. $48. I mean, makes a statement. Something a little bit different. Big. Of course, when you're talking about, was it distilled in Indiana? Yeah, it probably was. And it was probably also distilled by the guy who's bottling it. So Greg Metz, of course, is the distiller at Old Oak now. And of course, for many years, he was the distiller at MGP. So.
Bottle of Old Elk that I hear specifically says distilled in Indiana.
Oh, does this one does not? It says it says bottled by Old Elk Distillers. It says nothing about distilled at all.
Yeah, it's bottled by Old Elk Distillery, Fort Collins, Colorado, USA, and underneath it says distilled in Indiana.
Huh. This one does not say that.
Yeah,
One
it
of the
doesn't.
one of the cooler toppers too.
Yeah. That looks like a button.
It doesn't list the price because it's sold out right now, but I'm pretty sure just to buy the spout itself is like $20.
It's cool. It is very cool. So again,
What was the proof on this?
it is 88 proof. 88.
How old? Does it have
5 years.
okay, the one I have is 5 years, but it's 105.9.
Okay. No,
Well, I'm
that's
glad I have a bottle of it. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm glad I have a bottle.
The bottle's nice too. When you're talking about a cool gift, this bottle weighs a lot. This is one of those that you could use as a weapon. You know, someone breaks into your house and you don't have access to your guns for some reason because you're drinking on the couch. Grab this. This would be a good one to grab. It's do some damage for sure.
Especially if the pour spout is inserted in it.
Yeah. Then you've got different. Yeah, I mean, you've got the bottle itself to wield, to swing at someone, and then you can stab with the pour spout. So
Yeah, but bash. Okay.
yeah. So it's.
My question is, who doesn't have guns laying around their couch?
Well, yes, Mr. Bill, of course, does, but maybe not the rest of us. Maybe. All right. We've got one more to go. This is in the 100+ range. Also, a little bit more of a challenging category when you're trying to find something that is readily available. 100+ kind of gets into a lot of the allocated stuff, and I didn't want to do anything like that to you. This is something that you can find. I look at this as kind of like the boss gift. Not that you necessarily spend $100 on your boss, but you get the situation where everybody chips in. So like when I used to work in corporate America, everyone, we had 5 people that reported, and everyone would chip in $20 and we'd buy the boss a $100 gift. So you're buying something a little bit nicer. This is along the lines of that. And then you have the most responsible one in your group go out and buy it and then wrap it. That would always be Pepper Roth. And she would do that. And we never have to reimburse her for the wrap or anything like that. I feel like she lost money every time between her time and her gas to go get it. And then she had to buy all the wrap. But we all had to pay just $20. So on the nose on this one, our last one, 100 plus. What are you guys thinking on the nose?
I like the nose better in my bottle than in my glass.
Well, let's see. Let's put this to the test. Yeah. I guess it's more concentrated in the bottle. I don't know.
Not picking up anything specific, but that nose is deep.
Yeah.
and rich. It's really fabulous nose.
I agree. I like it. Let's give this one a taste and see what you guys think. Color's really good on this one too. Okay. What are we thinking on the taste here?
A little more of a hug.
What was that, Bill?
A little more of a hug.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely got a little bit more there. Definitely spicier. No doubt about that.
More like a rye bread.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, it's drying on the palate, which
Mhm.
makes me think it's higher proof.
Yeah.
Really spicy on the back of the tongue.
It is definitely back of palates, very spicy. I agree.
Oaky astringent.
Okay. And what?
Astringent. The
Astringent.
drying.
Okay. Okay. All right. Justine, what do you think about this one on the taste?
I don't know. I'm still thinking. I
All
need to
right.
switch glasses.
Switch glasses, the old glass switch, the switcheroo, as they used to call it. Bill with his, he's got his new background, which is actually the same background that he's normally on. So I don't know if he didn't clean tonight or something, but.
I did.
Okay. What do you get on the taste on this one, Bill?
Dry.
Dry. Okay. Definitely
Picking up a little coffee note.
coffee note. Yeah. Yeah. Black coffee.
Kind of reminds me of those little rye chips that you get.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Not the Gardettos ones, but they have like those have a lot of seasoning on.
Like they
but
sell
have
in the
just, like,
deli department at the
Yeah.
grocery store. Not in the chip aisle, in the deli department. Yeah. Bob, what are you thinking?
My palate's so confused right now. I don't know where to go.
Okay. Finally, the legend.
I'll go along with it's kind of dry.
Kind of dry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Understand, Steve, I don't have a whole lot of experience in this price range.
Me either. I'm but a humble podcaster.
Now, Steve.
Now, Steve.
Nobody's asking you for a kiss.
No. But I had to read that line. If you've heard that commercial, that's me. Because Royce,
Yep.
all the other crap he said, all the other stuff he said, he refused to ask his wife to kiss him. I don't understand. So I did it. And she was like, no, I'm not doing it. She's like, what? I'm like, no, we got to finish the commercial. Everybody's going to love this. And so we did take two. That took 2 takes of me impersonating Royce. And then she did it and we ended the commercial. So
Is anyone else getting any anise or licorice on this?
A niece. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Moment of truth. Who is going to guess this one?
Not I.
Anyone?
Does it also come in a box?
It does. It does come in a box.
Black one.
Yes, it does. In fact,
Almost.
Paul, you're disqualified.
Paul's pretty good at this. It's not bad.
Yeah, really.
So, what I'll say about this pick here, it's the Knob Creek 15-year-old. It's the limited edition, 100 proof. To me, this is a better gift than it is a purchase for yourself. And what I mean by that is it's a fantastic gift in that it's readily available. These are stocked on the shelves at all the liquor stores I go to. It's easy to find. It's that $100 range. If you're buying a chip-in gift for the boss, it's special enough. It's got the limited edition box and all that. So it's a good presentation for the boss and things like that. We know, of course, I don't know that I've gotten any 15-year-old recently Knob Creek store picks, but I have gotten 13, 14-year-old. Not that they're out there, although they go pretty quick, but you do get those, and they're about half the price of what this is. So that's why I think that this is a better gift purchase. Not that it's bad bourbon, but it's a better gift purchase than it is a home personal consumption, just based on the price and what it is. Bill, do you have one of those? Is that what you're holding up for it, Bill?
Yeah, I have the same model.
Same bottle. Gotcha. Yeah. Again, trying to get things that are readily available over $100 is tough because you get into, some of the very limited craft things. They're not everywhere. You try to get into, the allocated stuff. That's not going to be anywhere. This is one that fits that price range and is available at your local store, or it's readily available online too. So I was checking out a lot of the online retailers are selling them. So
Really good. Really good.
that is my gift giving guide based on 4 different levels of spend and trying to get something that is something unique and different. So you're not giving it to them and they're like, oh, I've got another bottle of those, at the house, cracked open and working on that. And I got one in reserve. So trying to shy away from those things.
I liked all of them.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. They're
My
all
local group has been freaking out over that JTS Brown. I feel like I've seen, in the last 2 weeks, I've seen 5 posts about it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the new Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. Since that, they have the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond, but it's 3 times the price it used to be, or more, and it's tough to find even. So say you're into it, it's hard to even find, and so yeah. But the old Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond was a favorite too, and yeah, JTS Brown is one that. A lot of the savvy bourbon groups and clubs are, like to talk about it for sure.
That to me is the surprise of the evening right there.
Mm-hmm.
12 to 16 bucks a bottle. You can't beat that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until Heaven Hill finds out about our Zoom call and they
Right.
putting in 3-year-old bourbon and
3-year-old, they'll redo the label a little bit. They'll redo the label, put a new font in there, maybe make this yellow, and then it'll be a $70 bottle. So,
yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened to Benchmark. 5 years ago, Benchmark 8 was phenomenal. Now it's, a mixer.
Yeah, this happens to a lot of these things. Old Fitz 12 used to be something you could buy on the shelf. But then they redesigned the label, made it all jacked up price, and then they do the Old Fitz is reality, just basically that those super expensive releases that they do in the one of the coolest bottles of bourbon. But just being able to buy that just Old Fitz 12-year-old those were the good old days.
Well, you used to be able to pick that up on the shelf at Deerberg's or Schnucks.
Mm-hmm.
For $20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Antique,
Yeah. Yeah. Now you can buy the special reserve at Randall's for $200, or the antique for 250 or the 12 for 300 if you're interested. If anybody needs, DM me if you're interested in that. I'll get you those. Well, I got to add shipping on there, of course, but yeah.
I've got plenty of supplies of the special reserve.
Yeah.
You know, a
Not,
couple of years
not for
ago,
long. Not till the yard sale.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Danny gets to have a good Christmas, and then that collection is gone.
Fire sale, everything must go.
Everything must go. Misty confirmed that with me today. She's like, Danny still doesn't know, but come December 26th, it's all gone.
That's fine. I'll just use the money to buy more. Just resupply. That's it.
Just resupply. Yeah. Did you hear the latest on Benchmark that it's allocated now?
Yeah.
So they got 100 different benchmarks now, and then they're like, oh, it's tough to find where it's allocated. Who does a bottom shelf allocation? I don't get it.
You know who does. You know exactly who does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I will, in Maryland, I will never see any of those other, labels. I will see the Benchmark 8, and maybe I will stop seeing that. But
Yeah.
it's, yeah. It's going to be a Kentucky, Tennessee release, and it's going to be allocated. It's going to go up to $80 a bottle, and it's going to go from 175 to a, 750, and yeah.
Yeah, they do all this stuff, and I don't know if there's this great strategy that really works, or if it's just weird how they do it. Like in St. Louis, you go to Total Wine, you can't get regular Buffalo Trace. You can't find. And I talked to Jim, the store manager. He's like, oh, it's allocated. They won't sell me any. So the place is getting all the turns. But then you go to the grocery store. I go to Schnucks, which is the local grocery store. It's loaded up on the shelf. You can buy all that you want. Why isn't it at Total Wine where the people who are buying lots of whiskey are going to? Why do we got to go to the grocery store to get Buffalo Trace? I don't.
Hey, Steve, last year I was talking to somebody at Total Wine at Jim's store about Angel's Envy cast strength and Volstead release.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, those aren't available in Missouri. I said, I just bought 2 bottles of the Volstead and a bottle of the Angel's Envy at Friar Tuck's yesterday. And they looked at me like, what? We were told by our distributor it wasn't even available in Missouri. They checked the computer and it's like, it's not available in Missouri. How do you get it? I said, I don't know, but it was sitting on a shelf over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that stuff amazes me. What goes into some places and not others. So yeah, I don't know why. Like you can find Kings County and St. Louis at Wine and Cheese Place, but you can't find it at Total Wine or Randall's or other places. How does that work? I don't.
Randall's, a number of years ago, I was out at their West County store, and in a glass case they had a Elijah Craig 23.
I'm going to stop the video here. So this definitely concludes the gift part, but we'll hang out and talk. So, all right, go ahead. Sorry, Rick.